What is going on, you guys? Pep Platypus here, and it is time to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, Episode 12. So this was a really badass episode, with some really cool jokes here and there, and a really cute ending, so it kind of had a little bit of everything, which is that, JoJo likes to do that, so it's nice to see all of it in one episode. This episode was really good. First of all, in terms of the technical aspects of the episode, when you're talking about the animation and the artwork and everything, it was a fast-paced episode, which worked in the context of the fighting, so the pacing was on point. The animation and art were definitely a step up but from last episode, because last episode, I did give the animation and art a little bit of criticism, but one of the things I didn't really mention, the fight between Crazy Diamond and Red Hot Chili Pepper in Josuke's living room, dude, that was not good animation for seasonal standards at all. Like, I was rewatching it with a friend because he wasn't caught up, and we're watching the episode, and I'm just like, wow, this is like fucking really? Like, Crazy Diamond's giving him the rapid punch, and his body is reacting to getting punched, but it's really choppy and just, yeah, it was not good by seasonal standards at all. Like, I can accept that in the occasional episode of One Piece or something, because One Piece has been going for like 16 goddamn years and it's on a weekly budget, and you gotta cut corners here and there, but for something like JoJo, that was kind of bad. But still, this episode's animation, much better animation, much better art. Still nothing absolutely jaw-dropping, but it looked a lot better than the last episode overall, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. The fight was badass. You had Iraqi and his stand. We finally get to see his design, by the way. He's got this rocker, 80s rocker look going on. Very hair metal looking thing. He was playing some straight up Van Halen, too. Like, straight up Eruption by Van Halen. Like, they tweaked it slightly, probably for copyright, but, like, that's exactly what it sounded like. And, yeah, he's a badass. He was a cool villain. There's a lot of build-up for him to just kind of be what he was, I suppose. I guess that kind of adds... I guess that is a con of the pacing, is because the pacing is so fast. Even though this villain has been built up since, like, the beginning of the series, he just kind of came and went, He didn't really feel like he had a ton to him, a ton of staying power to him. He just sort of was just there. We finally got to see him. Cool, I guess, That is like the one con of the pacing, I suppose. But the pacing really did work for the fighting, so I think it balances out. And then Joseph. Oh, man, it kind of does suck to see Joseph, so senile, but at the same time, he's still funny as fuck. And that had to be my thumbnail, just seeing all three of them, even though you can't see Jotaro and Josuke, like, in full. Just seeing all three of them on screen at once is just like, wow, like, 3 JoJos. Count them, 3 motherfucking JoJos. That had to be my thumbnail, but, yeah, and then the cute ending with Josuke helping him, even though he could fix the cane, and he knows he could fix the cane, but he's still going to help him along, and it was a really cute ending. I really liked it. I really liked the characterization on Josuke in this episode. His looking at Joseph maybe not as a father because he's never met him, and he's nervous about it, and just the characterization on Josuke was really strong in this episode. It was really good, and all around it was just a little bit of everything in this episode. You had some really badass fighting, you had a really cute, like, touching ending, you had some pretty solid comedy with Okuyasu and Joseph, and especially Okuyasu at the end, just punching fucking... Also, that's kind of weak, I will say. He met the dude who killed his brother in person, punched him in the face, and it was a comedy moment. Like, there was no, like, follow-up. Like, really? Because that was, like, his story arc, and there's no real follow-up. They play it off very comedic. He punches him in the face, but it's like, I don't know, I felt like it should have carried over that serious, this tone we had in the previous episode, but, at least their situation's serious tone, especially since he lost to the guy, and, again... he was about to die and Josuke had to save him. So yeah, I feel like the Okuyasu story arc wasn't really followed up that well. But still, the characterization on Josuke was good. Seeing Joseph again is awesome. The fight was badass. The comedy was pretty solid. And overall, it was a really good episode. But I will say those things do subtract from it. The pacing kind of making Akira not seem like anything special after all his build-up. And then the Okuyasu wrap-up not being that great. But other than that, it was a really good episode. The fight itself, too, man, when they start rapid punching each other and just the beatdowns were badass. It was like Akira had the fucking power over Josuke. He was stronger, but then Josuke had the strategy over Akira. So really, really cool. And yeah, not much else to say. Really enjoyed it. Next episode's probably going to be a fun little filler-ish episode. Not majorly filler-ish, but, you know. I think probably, because that next story arc was really short in the manga, so I'm thinking we're going to get the beginning of the next arc, which will be really cool. But we'll just have to wait to see how they do it. But if it is just that one short story arc in one episode, it might be a touch on the slower side for JoJo standards, but we'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode of JoJo in the comment section below. You can follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm Pat Platypus on both. You can also give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Both of those will help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already or if you like what you've seen here. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.